Hello children, welcome to our geography class. But today I am not going to discuss anything related to your chapters. Today we will discuss a new content, and that is the content related to your project work in class 9. Now children, you all know that the half yearly exam and the final exam will be having a question paper which will be of 80 marks. But apart from that, you will be assessed internally for the remaining 20 marks. Now, where from this 20 marks will come? This you must know very well, children, as you all new to class 9. You must know the breakup of marks and how you will get the marks of internal assessment. Now, children, you all are having your weekly test. So, in the first half of your syllabus, you are having your weekly test, you are having your periodic test. So, a part of the marks will be taken from the weekly test and the periodic test. Now this test will be of 5 marks. It is pen and paper test. Now this pen and paper test will contain 5 marks. Apart from that, children, there will be different ways by which you will be assessed. Like for example, there can be a quiz, a debate, a role play, a group discussion, then of course bulletin boards, then drawing of map skill you are already having. So all this together will make up 10 marks. So pen and paper test will be carrying 5 marks, and the remaining activities that I have said, that is your map skill that you are using, you are doing in your social science, the way you prepare your other activities, like for example nowadays, because it's your online class, how many of you are appearing in the online classes, how many of you are interacting. So all this will be counted here. How many of you are submitting your homework? Now this will constitute your 5 plus 5, that is the pen and paper test 5 marks, and the remaining that I said, that the weekly test and the other things like your presence in the online classes, your actively participating in the online classes, doing group discussions with your teachers. So all this along with your map skill that you are doing, all this will be in the 10 marks. The remaining 5 marks will be for your portfolio. Portfolio means how you are maintaining your notebooks, the work that you are doing, the question answers that is being done in the online classes, whether you are completing or not, your achievement in the subject throughout the year or throughout a certain duration, then your different work that has been given by the teacher, whether they are updated or not. So all these children will come under 5 marks, and another 5 marks will be there for your project work. So all this together will carry 20 marks of your internal assessment. I am again repeating, children, your marks will be assessed through the weekly test, through the periodic test, through your project work submission, your maintenance of your notebook, whether you are doing the homework or not, whether you are submitting your assignment or not, whether you are interacting with your teacher or not, whether you are attending the online class or not, whether you are being disciplined in the online class or not. All this will be taken into account through the internal assessment. And children, this subject enrichment activity is the project work. and in social science also you are having project work. Now in your class 9 children, the project work is related to disaster management in social science. Now this disaster management is totally a new one for you all in class 9, and this has to be assessed to project work. Children will be submitting the project work and accordingly you will get your marks. Now children, what type of project work will be given in this? So as the topic is disaster management, you can well understand that it is related to disaster. Now what is a disaster? The first thing you must know that what is a disaster. Now disaster is some happening which mainly occurs suddenly or has a very short duration of its alerting to happen, and when it happens it causes a huge loss of life and property. It causes huge economic loss. It causes death. It causes destruction, and it means a huge lot of loss to the affected people. Now this disaster can be a man-made disaster. This disaster can be a natural disaster. Nowadays children, the world is going through the pandemic phase. Pandemic, you all understand that a disease has affected the entire world. This is also a disaster. Now sometimes there is heavy rainfall and it creates destruction for the people living in a certain area. So that is also a disaster. Disaster can be natural and disaster can be man-made. So we will have to focus in either of this one. That is, either your project work will be based on this natural disaster or your project work will be based on man-made disaster. Now children, when I talk of natural disaster, I mean the nature. That is, the nature is responsible for causing this disaster. Different elements of nature has created havoc in different parts of the world. In the ancient days, in the medieval period, and also in the modern. When we talk of natural disaster children, so we must always think of nature. Nature is very much responsible in different parts of the world to cause disaster. Though human beings are also responsible partly for creating havoc with the nature, but the nature primarily causes the disaster, so we call them natural disaster. Some of these natural disasters are like flood, earthquake, volcanic activity. Now this takes place due to nature. Similarly, landslide is also a natural disaster. Just now children, our entire North Bihar has been entirely occupied by the river water or the flood water, and hence a large part of Bihar is suffering from flood. So this large part of Bihar needs proper care. So the relief measures are rushed to these flood affected areas so that the people can be moved to safer places and the people get sufficient supply of essential commodities for their survival. Similarly children, when earthquake had occurred in Nepal, our India government, because we are one of the nearest neighbor, so immediately the army, the air force from India rushed there to help the people of Nepal to cope up with such a large scale loss. Again, children, when there was cloudburst in Kedarnath, and the dam has also bursted in that area, the huge Kedarnath zone was totally flooded by the water, by the sweeping water, overflowing water of our Alaknanda and Bhagirathi, and the entire Kedarnath town was swept down. So that was also a natural disaster. Similarly, children, you will find during the heavy rains, large portions of mountain slips down because the soil become wet, and the boulders or the large heavy rocks which are there in the soil, they also start rolling down along with the mud and soil. So when these rolling pieces fall on the houses of the poor people, immediately they are totally devastated. Such landslides are very much common in the Himalayan belt during the rainy season, and also in the western coastal plain, especially our Kerala and the western coastal plain of Karnataka is very badly affected by recurrent landslides. These landslides, when they slip the huge portions of pieces of soil, soft soil, and boulders, they slip down and they can easily fall on the railway tracks, they can fall down on the roads, and so the movement of traffic is affected, and the people find it very much difficult to move away from one place to another. Very recently, such landslide has affected our Konkan railway track, which is there in the western coastal plain. In fact, every year such kind of thing is happening, and our western coastal plain, which is having this Konkan railway, is very much damaged due to this landslide. Apart from that, children, sometimes in the desert area also there is sudden cloud burst. Generally, the desert area does not receive much rainfall. So when there is such cloud burst, suddenly what happens? The river overflows and there is flooding. Sometimes there is mud flow. So that mud flow is such dangerous, children. It sweeps away like the river water, it's like liquid mud is flowing, liquid soil is flowing, and whatever is there on its way, it sweeps away along with it. So, very recently, children, there was heavy rainfall in Mumbai, and there was large scale covering of the land with water, with the rainwater. At the same time, there was high tide, and the sea water also collected over there, and large areas came under water. There were several cyclones last year and this year. Very recently, there was a cyclone named Amphan, which took place in West Bengal and took toll of lives. There was too much suffering, children, of the people. The houses of the poor people were washed away, living in the Sundarban Delta area. The people did not have even the bare necessity with them. They were just sleeping. They simply identify their house just by the brick clay oven that they had prepared for making their food. They identified their houses just by that, and they slept beside that, thinking that they are sleeping in their own houses, and leave aside availability of food and drinking water. Nothing was there. Huge trees were uprooted. There was no way that communication could link these people. So these are the natural disaster which takes place by the nature. Similarly, children, we have this man-made disaster, and at the current phase we are going through such disastrous condition. So the man-made are prepared or by the man or human beings are involved. Like for example, you can say when there is a world war, it is a man-made disaster. When there is a chemical warfare, it's a man-made disaster. When it is a biological warfare, like at current place we are we are going through that phase, that is also a kind of disaster. Again, children, when any accident is taking place, whether it is train accident, whether it is road accident, or it is air accident, that is also a man-made disaster. So very recently, children, one of our Vande Bharat mission aircraft had crashed in Kerala, so that is a man-made disaster. So children, what you will have to do in class 9, you have to prepare a project work of disaster management. Now, first thing, all the newspapers are giving us information about these disasters. They have reported in the past about these different disasters. What you have to do, children, you can prepare your own write-up from the taking information from the internet or from the newspaper. You can prepare your own write-up and paste pictures, take cut off from the newspapers. It can be Hindi newspaper, it can be English newspaper. So not only you have to write about the disaster, but also you try to find out the measures that can be taken in order to overcome such a situation. Like for example, there is a fire. So fire is a man-made disaster. So what steps should be taken in case there is a fire? So how you will survive? Suppose there is an earthquake. So what has caused the earthquake? What are the reasons for earthquake? And at the same time, how will you save yourself? So remember, children, apart from how the disaster has caused and what is the rate of the damage, apart from that, you also have to write what are the steps to safeguard yourself from such a condition. Now children, you prepare them in your chart paper. Take a single chart paper. You can prepare a collage. In collage, children, you can take cuttings from the newspaper. You do not have to cut it by scissor. In collage, children, we do not cut it by scissor. We use our hand and tear the news item roughly. So use your hand and tear the items, and then you paste it in a way so that it gives a shape, like suppose in the shape of a flower, in the shape of a fish. You can prepare it in this way, or you can prepare a simple write-up, just cutting by scissors, pasting the pictures and writing something about it. So as I have said, children, you will have to not only write about the disaster, you can choose any man-made disaster, you can choose COVID-19 as well, you can choose any kind of disaster. It can be natural, it can be man-made, like for example flood situation. You can choose the air crash that took place in Kerala. You can also write about the Amphan cyclone that affected West Bengal. So how it all occurred, in what way we predicted it, and what steps the government has taken to help the affected people. So everything must be there, and you can of course take information from the internet, from the newspaper. It may be Hindi newspaper as well. And so children, this project work is very important. Mind it, it will add up your marks in the internal assessment. So now you are at home, prepare this project work, and I'm giving you 1 week time. Within this time, you prepare your project work, keep the chart paper ready, and as I will say, as I will inform you, you will submit me, you will post me your project work in my personal number. So today, take it seriously, children, and start working on the project work, because every day after a week I will start assessing the project works, and those roll numbers who will not submit, they will be losing their marks of project work. So children, hope you will do it very well and you will score full marks on it. Thank you children. All the best for preparation of your project work. Thank you again.